So seize the day. In 2077, what makes someone a criminal? Getting caught. In Night City, you...
Hello everyone, sorry for the technical difficulties. Is my voice being heard? Because yeah, I did a lot of changes in my streaming setup and maybe I broke something. So just let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Alright. Let me see what you sent to me on the Discord. Am I on the right thingy here? Alright, I guess I'm on the right thingy. Alright, let's do this. So how are you guys doing? Chatless, I hope you're not driving still. And I do this. Zoop. Alright. So Effie, how is your day? 88 or maximum. Pharrell, Luke, hello everyone. How are you doing today? Sorry for the barking. Dogs are a little bit too happy because of Cyberpunk. All right. So in theory, in less than 10 minutes, we should be watching a cosplay. What's the name? A cosplay competition. It's official. It is by CD Projekt Red, and if you haven't watched it yet, the trailer, I'm gonna find a way to put that for you. Just give me 1 second. Right, media source. So they released this trailer yesterday on their Twitter, and I upscaled it for 4K, and it's gorgeous. So let's watch it together. Nope, that's the wrong one. All right. Damn it. Come on. Cannot wait for this freaking game to launch. So who else is hyped? I know you all are. And yet, Night City Wire today is gonna be all about cars. So, Jesus Christ. From the teasers, there's so much cool thing going on. There's this teaser where there's this motorcycle going zigzag between on the highway between the cars. And damn. So hello, Christophilus. And it's just comic. Yeah, it's not going fast enough. I don't know you guys, but I've been waiting for this for over 7 years because I watched the first teaser in 2013. I mean, they launched Witcher. I played the hell of it, and we still haven't seen Cyberpunk. It's insane. It's just insane. Let me lower this creepy background music a little bit more. So where are you guys watching from? The reason why I look like I am Brazilian is because I am Brazilian. Salve. So where are you guys watching from? USA, Europe, Tanzania, East Africa. Are you kidding me? Wow. Sorry if I've been like silly because I really suck at geography, but I don't think I ever met anyone that's from there before. That's cool. That's really cool. New York, nice. Yeah, by the way, I'm working on a video where I compare Night City buildings with real life buildings, and I'm gonna use some of New York's landscape, and that's gonna be good. That's gonna be great. Upstate New York, nice. So if I'm not screwing this up, in 5 minutes we're gonna start seeing the cosplay contests, and I really hope they're gonna air this on their Twitch. But that's weird because it says 35 minutes for Night City Wire and there's no cosplay countdown whatsoever. But I don't know. Hello, what's up, Sigsmud? I'm assuming you're from Iceland? Sigsmund. So yeah, dude, I am so excited. I just did a couple of videos about cars as well, so all the brands and all about Quadra, because one thing people confuse a lot, they assume that Quadra only has one vehicle, which is the Turbo R or the VTEC. It was named VTEC before, but now it's named Turbo R. But there's two cars. They make the Type 66, which is that Nomad car. Is not a Turbo R, is a Type 66. Either way, I'm super excited about the Quadra. The cars look so dope. What's your favorite brand? Leave on the chat there. Oh, you're from Poland. I envy you. I envy you. That's such a lovely place. Let me see my Discord here. It's sort of going crazy. Yeah, I was trying to find someone to co-stream this with me because I don't like to stream by myself. Southern Locus could not do this today because he's working. And I also reach out to Devianaut, which is also working. That sucks. If you don't know him, he's the guy who's making all these maps, non-official maps for Cyberpunk. Let me link his page. It's nightcity.io. He's a really good friend of mine. Go check it out, his maps whenever I have time. And he's working with another friend of mine. I brought those two guys together, Divinus. That guy is the one who made this No Runner interactive map. which is this one here. And I brought those two guys together. No, that's not the right link. Let me delete this. That's the mod. SnowRunner. It's maprunner.info. And so those two guys are working together in an absolutely incredible interactive map for Cyberpunk that hopefully will be ready a few weeks before the game is launched, at least as a placeholder. And you're gonna be able to find all sorts of crazy information that you probably, hopefully, you're gonna be able to upload your save file to the webpage to track your progression through the game. And I'm super happy to be doing a little, like, to be helping a little bit on this project. Basically, I just introduced two really good people, amazing together. But yeah. Likely cosplay will be a segment during Night City Wire. I don't know that, because Night City Wire will be aired in 31 minutes, that's for sure, but the cosplay show will be 30 minutes before that. At least that's what they said on their Twitter. They said that 5:30 PM CEST is gonna be the cosplay, which is exactly 3 minutes from now. So I don't know. We'll see. All right. Effie, you are a mod for YouTube. Thank you so much, because you're so helpful, dude. Thank you a lot. Keep the good work. All right, so car brands. Christophilius said Yaba. Yes. Unless there's some gameplay mechanics that for some reason make cars better, like let's say if you're driving a car, you have more inventory space, or you have, I don't know, something. Unless there's any mechanic like that, I'm probably gonna be using a motorbike as well, because man, it's so amazing, like go zigzagging the cars. I don't know, I just need to have that feeling. But I'm also really excited by the Quadras. I'm also really excited by... Oh, there you go. All right, let's watch it.
Night City is a place of many faces, from power-mongering corpos and chromed-out celebrities to infamous gang members and hard-hitting mercenaries.
Is fine.
Take part in our cosplay contest and show us which face of Cyberpunk 2077 is yours.
Hello everyone, welcome to the grand finale of our Cyberpunk 2077 cosplay contest. In this contest, we asked our talented community to cosplay a character from the game based on officially published art, screenshots, videos, cosplay guides, etc. And let me tell you one thing, we were blown away by the results. After announcing the contest in June 2019, we decided to take it for a tour around the world. We visited 5 gaming events in different countries. We went to Gamescom in Germany, PAX in the USA, Tokyo Game Show in Japan, Igromir in Russia, and finally, Paris Games Week in France. I'm sure not all of you had the opportunity to be there, so let's see how it all went down.
Dude, I'm such a big fan of cosplay. I don't know, there's something about cosplay that makes me so impressed. I really do love them. I went to Comic-Con last year and I was just mind blown by cosplay. Sadly, I didn't see any Cyberpunk cosplay there, but anyway, it was amazing.
In each of those events, we chose one winner who advanced to the grand finale. But we weren't done yet. For everyone who couldn't be there, we also organized online qualifiers where people could submit their cosplays on a dedicated website. You see, we met dozens of amazing cosplayers during offline qualifiers, but we received hundreds more submissions online. So as you can imagine, the choice wasn't easy. In fact, it was so hard that instead of choosing 5 more finalists from online qualifiers, we chose 7. And now, 12 best Cyberpunk cosplayers are competing for the first place in the first official Cyberpunk 2077 cosplay contest and a nice chunk of the $30,000 prize pool. Are you ready to meet them?
Hi everyone, I'm Valentine Costumes, and this is my V cosplay. I'd love to have more time to show you all of the details of this costume, from the precise top stitching and hand-painted motifs, through the custom modelled and finished guns and props, but for now, let's just watch it all in action.
So, where do you think you're going?
Saint.
That way.
Hey, Saint!
The thing about cosplay contest is not just the outfit,
my
it's the
stuff.
performance. It has so much weight.
The hell is this, Saint?
Hey, if anything goes wrong, this never happened.
You worry too much, Saint. Nothing's gonna go wrong.
Told you so, boy. Don't think anything's going wrong.
What went wrong?
Everything.
Привет, я
what-
Степанов Сергей,
what's
обычный
up with
парень
the
из
Russians
России, деревни
cosplayer?
Баффин. Мое
All over
любимое
the place.
занятие — создавать
There's a
крутые
lot of
вещи.
them.
Мечтаю о своей мастерской.
They're
Полуфинал
really good.
сделал меня на шаг ближе к этой цели. Ройс был хорошо описан, я воспроизвел его в мельчайших деталях, но на экзоскелет не было гайда. Предстояла большая и сложная работа. Хотя, что рассказывать? Брейн-дэнс. Работал в гараже у отца, на кухне и даже на улице. Вес костюма около 80 килограммов. В суставах ног установлены газовые лифты. Большая пушка — это пульт управления анимацией, эффектами костюма. Шлейф управления проложен как в игре. Активаторы на ногах включают механические звуки шагов. Выстрел из оружия сопровождается оригинальным звуком из игры. Анимации света и движения. Фразы Ройса для
Maybe more,
атмосферы
especially
злодея.
if you factor in the time.
Щит имеет перфорацию с подсветкой.
Wow. Sorry, Joseph, I'm retired.
What's up? My name is Cody Lewis from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I'm cosplaying as Johnny Silverhand from the new game Cyberpunk 2077. Check it out.
Thank you for that. I just said it. From my understanding,
I've been a fan of CD Projekt
I
Red
think
games
those
for a long
videos
time, dating back to when I
were
started playing
made
Witcher
by
3.
the cosplayer themselves.
And when I saw
I
that
don't
they were
think
coming
that
out with
those videos
Cyberpunk
are from CD
2077,
Projekt.
I was very excited. And even more excited when they announced a Cyberpunk cosplay contest. I'd never cosplayed before and I was kind of nervous to start the competition, but when I saw that Johnny Silverhand was one of the characters they could cosplay as, I immediately jumped on it because I'm a guitarist myself and I thought I could play the character very well. And being a guitarist, I wanted to be able to play the guitar while wearing the costume. So when I built the costume, I made sure that I was able to play the guitar while wearing the arm itself.
That is dope. That is really dope. It's really, really nice.
Check your comms. Dick's just sent over a bounty, and she should be headed his way.
Wow, look who it is. You got some balls coming around here. We run this joint. What you gonna do about it? Oh, what the?
Spare me, I'll call off the bounty.
Come and get it.
That's some attitude. This one so far is my least favorite, but it's really good as well.
My name is Lola Zeta from Indonesia, Southeast Asia. Been waiting for 7 years and now the wait is over. So enough talking. We have a city to burn. Samurai.
Oh, the VFX are so fun.
Hi, I'm Mia, also known as Tingilia Cosplay. I cosplay since 2015.
What?
For this competition, I cosplay Dum Dum, a character which allows me to transform completely into a badass gang member from the world of Cyberpunk 2077. Thanks for watching and goodbye.
I had no idea there was a girl. Wow. Impressive. That is one of my favorites so far.
Warning.
Yeah, I really like that one. This one is really interesting as well. From
Hey
the photos
guys,
I
I'm
see,
Yugra and I'm an artist from Estonia. I like both digital and physical forms of art. I like to experiment with materials and I'm a huge fan of collab projects. My cosplay is a Home Manticore AD character, which I decided to upgrade with extra Cyberpunk swag. My jacket has an inbuilt screen for ads, while the boots are enchanted with lights and smoke
this one is really
machines.
impressive.
Cyberpunk 2077 is my the most ambitious project and I hope you enjoy it.
The LED dongle is amazing. Wow. Oh, Trauma Team, man. I have this dream that... Yeah, I'll say this after. Let's watch this first.
Our Trauma Team Soldier comes equipped with the latest military-grade cyberway available. Deadly accuracy, faster reflexes, and of course, greater strength. The Soldier, equipped with the most recent Kang Tower Industries weapons, the best weapons in the market. The Militech M10 AF Lexington is a small caliber handgun. but no less deadly. Subscribe to a Platinum membership and our unit will rescue you anywhere, even in the farthest regions of the Badlands.
Mission complete.
Hi, I'm Dimitri, also known as Props It Yourself. I'm a French cosplayer, and this is my Cyberpunk cosplay for the final.
So I have this dream that hopefully eventually we'll have a spin-off game where we can play as a Trauma team member. I want this so bad. I really would love to play as a Trauma team.
You Militech people got a lot of nerve calling these meetings and not showing up. Where were you?
I'm sorry. I thought that we agreed to meet in a secure location.
That's bullshit, you know it. Is that all you got? You belong to Maelstrom now, bitch.
Hello, my name's Larry Hastings. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, USA. A lot of people said that Royce couldn't be done based on his aesthetics. However, myself and my team thought that that was the most interesting problem that we had to solve. Thus, we brought him to life. Here's what we got.
Unbelievable. That makeup is right on spot. Jeez.
Heard you were looking for me. Come.
So you are...
Catherine, but you can call me Vit.
You are not what I expected.
What? Can a girl from Czech Republic do guns in that city?
Yes, I mean, no, what I meant actually was...
Look, here you can be anything you want. That's why I'm here. Sorry, buying or not? Military MTD of Lexington. With rapid fire. Kom nou, hier diep je. Hoe giet hier het hangen? And our big boy Achilles. So, which one? Thirsty?
It's funny.
You forgot to check out these!
It's so random. But a lot of the first person perspective was impressive, I have to say that.
Wow, they were all amazing. Do you have your favorite? Because they certainly didn't make it easy for us to choose. But before we meet our judges and reveal the winners, let's talk about prizes one more time. I already mentioned the $30,000 prize pool, but that's not all. Our team has prepared a little surprise. We decided that regular trophies are not cool enough. So instead of that, the top 3 will receive detailed props based on weapons from the game. They have been made specifically for this occasion, and winners will be able to do with them as they please. They can use them as props in their photo shoots, or just display them in a cool place in their houses or their workshops.
Wow, that's a nice prize.
To be able to judge everyone fairly, earlier this September, we organized a pre-judging session with each of our finalists. We were joined by our expert judges, Mau Cosplay and Maya Felicitas. You may know them as the original Vs. So, after taking a closer look at every picture, every video, every work-in-progress material sent by our finalists, and asking them detailed questions about their costumes, we have finally come up with a decision. So let's hear it from our judges.
The third place goes to someone who did an incredibly authentic job. When you see him walking in the streets, you think this guy came straight from the game.
He looks like the real deal. Ladies and gentlemen, the third place goes to Larry Hastings, aka Vulture Productions, from the US as Royce.
My money is on
The winner of the second
for some
place
reason.
did something that none of us or any of the other judges have ever seen before. Her crafting skills are outstanding and she left all of us speechless.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mix it up, girl.
and comrades, the second place goes to Russian name Anna Ormely Milova from Russia as Lizzie Wizzy.
Oh yeah, Liz is yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Oh my god.
All right, is the first? Maybe the trans girl?
The first place goes to someone who used almost every cosplay technique we've ever heard of and also used some very professional techniques.
She even cut her long hair and shaved her head for this cyberpunk character.
Yeah,
She's
is that
super
trans girl?
dedicated
Yeah.
and also had to learn a bunch of new skills, all of them to be combined in her breathtaking cosplay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Leute, the first
Mention.
place in the
To
Cyberpunk
be-
cosplay
yeah.
contest goes to, let's say together,
Okay.
To be done.
Ilya Cosplay from Germany as Dum Dum.
Yeah, done. Yeah. That was really on spot.
Congratulations! Would you like to say
It was really professional. Like, just like a CGI or something.
Congratulations! That was amazing. Please make sure to spend that cash wisely. Or not. I guess this is it. This is the end of the contest. It has been a wild ride for all of us, but let me tell you one thing before we finish. I'd like to thank every single participant. Whether you made it to the finale or not, you all showed enormous talent and determination, and I hope that you will keep up the good work, because there's still so many characters left to cosplay, and you will be able to meet them very soon on November 19th, 2020. So thank you once again, and see you in Night City.
All right, 10 minutes for Night City Wire, where we gonna get chance to see in depth of the vehicles. Oh, man. The hype is real. The hype is freaking real. All right, so who do we have here? Say something. Say hello in the chat if you are with me. Say where are you from watching. Are you happy with the cosplay awards? I think it was really fair. The Dundum cosplay was so unbelievable, realistic. It looks like it came straight from a movie, not even a game. It was really mind-blowing. So who do we have here still with me? 10 minutes, let me see. Studio ads. Alright, gonna take a sip of water and I'll be right back.
In 2077, what makes someone a criminal? Getting caught. In Night City, you can become anyone, anything, if your body can pay the price. So seize the day.
And we're back. Man, I'm such a huge fan of Keanu. I really love that he's in the game. Seriously, he's one of my favorite actors ever. So yeah, we're gonna see cars, as I said before, but they usually showcase 2 trailers, and I wonder what's gonna be that. Also, there's still we still have to see the score, because the original score was going to be aired on Night City Wire episode 3, and some people say that this is the last episode, but I don't think so. I think we have 1 more for sure, maybe 2 more, and the reason for that is we still have to see the music that they promised us. They also promised they will show us console gameplay, PS4 or maybe PS5 and Xbox, I don't know. So they said that they will talk about this before the game is released. They also promised us that they will do a showcase about the DLC and the expansions before the game is released. So there's a lot of content. So that's why I think that it's gonna be at least 2 more. 1 more is for sure, but I think it's gonna be 2 more Night City Wire. And I'm definitely gonna be analyzing everything, every piece of information we get from this episode. So stay tuned for the upcoming videos. And we are only 6 minutes and a half away. I always get nervous when I'm watching this live. Jeez. I've been studying so much this game, and the hype is so unbelievable real. Thank you so much, Isma. If you want to show up on my Discord, of course this is not working. That's why, how else it would work. Let me see if I can find my channel. Just show up there, say hello. Oh, it is working. The bot is just a little bit lazy, but you're working, bot. Salve, bom trabalho. Isma, se cuide aí, se falamos. 5 minutes and a half. 5 minutes and a half. Lucas, welcome. One thing that I'm very curious about cars is that they say that you're not gonna be able to customize the cars, which I kind of understand because that creates unnecessary layers of complexity. But there will be many different variants of cars, and I don't know how many cars you can have. Maybe 1 only, but that's a little bit too low. But what I know for sure is that the car will behave in a similar mechanic as Roach from The Witcher, where you could just like whistle and the horse will come after you wherever you are. The car is gonna be something like that. You just call it in and the AI will drive the car and park where you are. So you don't need to like go seeking for a parking spot in Night City. You just leave the car and you call it again. And I really hope this system is not perfect, because I cannot wait to see memes of the car getting stuck on top of buildings where it should not be, just like Roach will climb houses. So I really hope the system is not perfect. Please, don't make this perfect, because I want to see the bugs. That's those little failures or mistakes is what make the games unique. So I really hope the AI is sort of crazy sometimes. But yeah, you can call the car to your position, and I don't know if you can have multiple cars and you can activate them and see this is my main car, this is not, but I'm interested in seeing that. And also interested in seeing the gameplay mechanics associated with cars. So I don't mind having a super huge inventory. I know it breaks the immersion a little bit, like just like on Witcher, where you could carry, I don't know, 40 swords and 20 pieces of armor. But maybe the car will have a inventory or something. I don't know. What life path will you guys go for? That's a good question. I would love to hear what life path are you guys gonna go for. I'm personally gonna go for, my first playthrough is probably gonna be Nomad. But as soon as I get the game on my hands, I'm gonna play at least 1 hour on each life path, and I'm gonna make a whole video saying, like, spoiler-free video, saying the difference between those life paths from my point of view, and then I'm gonna be able to choose a little bit better. But I'm definitely gonna start with Nomad, I think. Yeah. They're all equally interesting. The Street Kid is more punkish, like in a sense. So that's the favorite of many people, the Street Kid life path. And the Corpo it's quite unique, because you sort of start high up like super enhanced, a lot of implants, a lot of money, and then you like fall to the bottom of the pit and like you hit rock bottom and you start the game from losing it all. So that's also a very interesting perspective. And I wonder what this transition will be, what will happen for you to lose your power, your access and all. So that's something I'm looking forward to see as well. So all life paths are equally interesting for me. And the game have an incredible replayability factor thanks to the life paths and thanks to the multiple choices. The only thing is Witcher 3 also had a really good replayability, but the 3 times I played the game I did the exact same choices. I always think to myself, all right, next time I play this game I'm going to do things differently, and then I end up doing all the same choices over and over. But I don't know, I have a feeling that Cyberpunk will have more subtle choices that you can pick. But we'll see. I really love how CD Projekt create these great choices where it's not the clear like this is a good choice, this is a bad choice. Most of the time they are all bad choices. Usually, at least on Witcher, we didn't have any really good choice most of times. Like regardless of what you do, you always call someone to die and all. And one thing that I'm really curious is, can you save Jackie? That's the thing that's haunting my nights. Can you save Jackie somehow, or all paths leads to him dying? I'm fine with both, but I'm curious about it. So let's go. Let's check it out.
City of dreams, city of...
Welcome to Night City Wire Episode 4, the show from us at CD Projekt Red, where we talk about all things Cyberpunk 2077. We're going to start today's episode by giving you a look at just some of the vehicles you might procure during your time in Night City, and having a chat to senior vehicle artist Paul, who's going to give us a little bit more information before we take you behind the scenes and a look at the lengths the teams have gone to bring vehicles to life. We're also going to have news on an exciting collaboration. Then we're going to be talking about fashion and styles in Night City before we recap the incredibly talented finalists in our Cyberpunk cosplay contest. We'll then wrap up today's episode with some news about Stadia. There is a lot to talk about, so let's get started.
In a huge open world like Night City, you need a chill ride to get around fast. And in Cyberpunk 2077, there are tons of cool vehicles to choose from.
Get this. 4-liter engine, 6-cylinder, goes from 0 to 100 in 3.2 seconds. You fucking believe that?
We've crafted every car and motorbike with amazing attention to detail. On the chassis, the body, not to mention the interiors. You can expect every one not only to look unique, but to deliver a unique driving experience.
All right, show me what you got.
Don't expect advanced tech or luxurious materials here. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it's not the size that counts, I guess.
Look at this!
This class is mostly utility vehicles and low-end clunkers made for every pocket.
Hold on. It's a wreck.
Uh-huh, my damn wreck.
Well, definitely no guy or girl magnet.
If you need to impress, look to this class alone.
I'm putting my ride on the line. Either you match it in cash, or you can forget about the fight.
With these wheels, no expense has been spared, no frill ignored. Their plush interiors decked out in all the latest tech, while you get to sit back and enjoy the ride. Masterful engineering and practical design. Trucks and
That's
tanks for when you
right
need
there.
power and brute force.
Hell of a machine.
Meet Beast, my pride and joy.
And these monsters are literally unstoppable. These are for chooms who love the smell of exhaust and the roar of street wildlife. Their powerful engines and exchangeable parts make them perfect for tuning.
Come on! I want to smell that choo-choo burn!
Whether it's street racing, running from the NCPD, or just showing off in the streets, with these high-powered beasts, you will have only respect.
Oh yeah, like that!
If you need speed and armor,
So
the Hypercar
sexy.
class is for you. It means precise bodywork, built-in LiDAR arrays, and really expensive materials.
Imagine you're sitting on a pile of eddies. Probably less than 1,000 people in the world can afford the Erendite.
Not your typical urban vehicle.
They will take you places you never dreamed you'd go. Oh, and original vehicles are not all you'll find in 2077. We also found room on our roster for some true automotive icons.
Porsche.
Floor it, V.
What? We're gonna have the Porsche on the game, confirmed. Is that a 911 Porsche?
Paul,
Any
thank you so much for joining
geek
us. I
can
think
say?
it's fair to say we've come a really long way from Roach in The Witcher, so there's a lot to talk about.
Yep, there's a lot to talk about. What do you want to talk about?
Well, let's start with the various classes of different cars, because in the video we saw there were things like economy and luxury vehicles. But can you tell us a bit more about their kind of design philosophy? What does each kind of class offer when people are driving them around Night City?
Absolutely. Depending on the variation of the car that you're either buying or stealing, depending on your flavor, yeah, you'll notice that they don't just look different, but they'll also drive different and feel different. If you're buying or stealing a nice fancy looking sports color version of a car, you'll notice that it drives, faster, sounds a little bit more punchy and sporty than, for example, a junkier version of that same car. It can have solar panels tied to the roof or some other pipes that are hot wiring some other, cyberpunk components in your car. And well, if it looks cheap, it probably drives cheap too.
So it seems that not only do the cars look good on the outside, but there's an awful lot of detail on the inside as well. Things like the dashboard. So can you tell us more about that? Because I know if you find a Quadra Type 66 in the city, it's going to look totally different from the Quadra Type 66 that the gangs are driving out in the Badlands, both outside and inside.
Yep, definitely. If you're about to steal a very nice high-end car, for example, when you get in, you'll see the dashboard light up nicely, you'll see your dial indicators revving a little bit, but that may not exist for a junk version at all. It may have the dashboard ripped out completely. No matter what your flavor is, you'll find something that suits your needs.
So what about racing then? Will there be racing? Because I know people have been asking.
Yes, we're absolutely going to have several races in the game. Different locations, if you know you're going to be driving in the Badlands. Maybe bring a Nomad car, because it's just built to driving in the Badlands. But if you know you're going to be racing in Night City, just bring the hottest wheels you've got, because you're going to need all the power you can get.
The graphics
no matter
are
where
so
you're racing though,
mind-blowing.
you need to bring a gun, because this is Night City and you never know what's going to happen.
Okay, so you talk about bringing cars then. Let's talk about storing and calling cars, because we know people can steal them. But what if somebody's found a car and they absolutely love this particular one? Is there a way for players to kind of build that collection? And then how do they actually, summon them?
Well, summoning cars works pretty much the same as you would summon Roach in The Witcher 3. Your transportation may or may not show up on a roof somewhere, but we're still working on fixing some bugs here and there. But yeah, if there's a car that you really, really like very much, if you can't wait to own a Quadra or a Type 66, you'll get a message from your fixer and says, hey, I've got a Quadra for sale for you, do you want to buy it? All you have to do is drive over, pay the money, and you've got your very own Quadra. Not to mention that every single vehicle that you buy, every single player vehicle, is absolutely unique in every way. It's got a unique interior, unique exterior, paint job. It'll sound different, but it'll also handle different.
So in the video, we did mention there was space for a true automotive icon. Do you want to reveal what that actually is?
Of course. The car in question here is Johnny Silverhand's car. And Johnny Silverhand is, well, he's a big rocker boy and he needs some wheels to match. So we gave him a 911 Porsche from 1977. Which means in 2077, Johnny's car is going to be exactly 100 years old.
Well, Paul, thank you so much for your time today. Personally,
That's
I
dope.
think I'm going to try
That's
and
really
balance
dope.
being a super cool badass mercenary and driving a My.
Because the timeline of Cyberpunk
I think I
diverged
could do it,
in
right? I could be cool and in a
1980
My.
something.
Definitely.
So everything
My is
before that
absolutely cool
is the
as
same
long
as
as you
real
stay on the
life.
road and not on the sidewalk.
I'll try my very best. We'll see. In past episodes, we've said that music plays a huge part in bringing Night City to life, but it's not just music. Our teams went to incredible lengths to recreate and capture the sounds that really bring these vehicles to life. I mean, they might have had some fun driving them, but I'm pretty sure that's just a perk of the job.
We started with the visuals and then we wanted to attach a proper sound to the visuals so that you have like a nice feeling or a nice vibe of the complete car. And then we moved on to organizing the whole thing. Early on, we made the decision that we are going to record on the racetracks and then we are going to record cars in movement. We started cooperation with Tomek Chopik, who is like very, very well-known racing driver in Poland. That's really a nice sensation when you're driving with a racing driver and then he pushes the car to the limits. Like you can feel the G's with the braking and tight cornering, and you can feel the car actually like bending the laws of physics. We wanted to record a broad spectrum of cars, so we started with the powerful muscle cars and then we went to more screaming tuned V6s, inline 6s, and then we went to V10s. We wanted to grab the off-road cars. We of course grabbed some drift cars just to have the more aggressive character in the cars. We had to assemble a sound group or a sound team that would make the placing of the mics process very fast because we had plenty of cars to do in a short time span.
We had the team of mechanics from a rally team and they helped us immensely. What they've done is allowed us to put the microphones into places that we wouldn't be able to access differently. Putting a mic right into the car, they helped us to locate the places that are best.
Usually place 3 microphones in the engine bay, 3 microphones in the exhaust and 2 microphones in the car. Cars are very, very complex in terms of sound and it's very difficult to get all the necessary components that you have to make it sound believable.
But we were trying to look for something that would give us the character of the engine.
We wanted to use normal organic electric engine that you could actually have in the nowadays car.
We didn't want the engines to be futuristic sci-fi-ish sounding. We want them much more organic, much more down to earth, something that would represent the combustion engine. And on top of that, we added small elements like the futuristic horns or like a futuristic UI of a car. It makes you feel like you are in a car of the future, and some car might talk to you, other car might have blips and bobs that will make you feel like you're in a futuristic vehicle.
We wanted to be very, very close to what Mike set up in the lore. And early on, we decided to record Johnny's original car, which is Porsche 911 930 from 1977.
We recorded on dyno in control environment in a chamber. We could put Mike in very different places. Porsche 930 that we recorded is the only car really that will be really sounding like the real car in the real world.
Look at this.
We recorded more than 40 vehicles.
Not often do we record so many vehicles for a game that is not really a racing game.
Truth being told, this was the hardest part in my sound career, and I'm very, very proud of what we achieved with the sound team. This was something that we didn't do before, so creating the designs, creating the technology behind how the sound behaves, that's the best thing actually I ever did in my sound career.
Just mind-blowing.
There has been a lot of talk about cars so far, so let's take a look at another collaboration. This time with Johnny Silverhand. I mean Keanu Reeves.
The smell. The travel.
Yeah.
Journey.
Legend.
Freedom.
It's not like deeper.
Deep.
I'm Gard Hollinger.
I'm Keanu Reeves.
And we're here as representatives of Arch Motorcycle, and we're doing some audio recording for Cyberpunk 2077.
It's crazy how he recorded the song himself. Like,
custom
why?
production
Just because,
motorcycle.
I don't know, I want it.
What's unique about it is that
Keanu Reeves,
the motorcycles are built on a production platform, but each one is designed to be able to be personalized for each customer.
When CD Projekt Red approached me about doing Cyberpunk 2077, they also spoke about integrating. They were fans of, or I guess people who worked at the company were fans of Arch Motorcycle, and so they broached the idea of creating kind of specialized Cyberpunk 2077 version of the Arch Motorcycle, and I thought that was a very fine idea.
We have a motorcycle we've designed and we've been developing called the Method 143, and so that I think in particular was a creative inspiration for the designers. So they sort of used that as a basis and then went further. So it has a totally different, crazy looking power plant.
Brad Pitt.
We did a little customization.
It's good. I like it.
Today we're capturing sounds, getting some actual sounds of a power plant, drivetrain, and characteristics of the motorcycle, which I'm sure they will, have play with and stuff, but the source will be pure.
It has a sort of a racing engine in it compared to our production motorcycles. It has a dual exhaust system. And it sounds pretty...
Sounds good.
I could definitely blindfolded tell that that's the Method 143-ish sounding motorcycle, yeah.
Nature of the role-playing aspect of the game, I think it'll be cool, to be on a bike and hearing that going through the city streets and getting into the madness and mayhem.
As with all episodes of Night City Wire, if you're tuning in late or if you just want to watch anything again, we will be uploading everything to our channels soon. Now it's time to talk about styles in Night City. Are you more kitsch or neo-militarism?
Ooh, clothes. I was not expecting for this. Right, fashion.
Welcome to the brief authoritative history of Night City. This chapter is devoted to so-called styles. deeply linked with the history of the world, and a very important aspect of life in the city. You can find them everywhere. In cars, clothes, guns, implants. They are your war paint. As one of our sponsors says, it matters not if you're dead, as long as you're doing it in style.
The moves on this girl! Swoosh, swoosh! Slicing them up like sashimi!
4 visual styles are evident in the Night City of 2077, each with its own history, status, and features. Neon hair, illuminated tattoos, and chrome. Function comes second. Looks are what matter.
Stanley here with you, and we got another day ahead of us in this city of dreams.
Look at this.
The Fourth Corporate War broke out, and entropism was born. Vast and deep crises forced people to find ways to survive by any means. Getting the job done, no matter how, was the primary goal. The look? Who cares?
I love this town. Love it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her.
Fuck them, fuck this job, fuck this city!
Deadly elegance without ostentation. Corporate, militaristic fashion, mostly seen in the wealthier parts of town. Substance over style, that's the motto.
The soundtrack of this game is unbelievable as well.
Celebrities, braindance stars, business magnates, heirs to corporate fortunes and corporate executives. They abandoned the cold, deadly elegance of neo-militarism and returned to the roots of kitsch, but gave it a fresh, new look.
Oh shit, these hands. Sometimes it seems like I just brushed something and sparks fly.
Thank you for your attention.
Unbelievable.
We wish you a very pleasant stay in our marvelous metropolis. Good luck, and goodbye.
NC's Legends! Know where you'll find most of them?
What?
The graveyard! Luckily, matters not where you're from, matters not where you start. What matters here is the walk you walk.
Left-handed shooting. Huh.
Just before this episode started, you might have tuned in early and seen our Cyberpunk Cosplay Contest finale. But just in case you've missed it, we've prepared a little summary for you featuring our very talented finalists. In the Cyberpunk Cosplay Contest, we asked our very talented community to cosplay a character from the game based on the art, screenshots, videos, cosplay guides, etc. We thought regular trophies weren't quite cool enough, so we decided that the top 3 will receive detailed props based on weapons from the game. They have been specifically made for this occasion, and the winners can do with them as they please. And now, the 12 best Cyberpunk cosplayers who have competed for first place in the first official Cyberpunk 2077 cosplay contest. Are you ready to meet them?
That lazy is unbelievable.
Now, before we wrap up today's episode, there is one more thing to talk about. Previously, we announced that Cyberpunk 2077 was coming to Stadia, and today we can tell you that it is arriving on November 19th alongside other platforms, and pre-orders are starting now.
I don't know anyone who plays on
Night
Stadia.
City Wire is almost over, but if you do want just a little bit more, then stay tuned right here on the Twitch channel and join us for our post-show. As always, don't forget that if you've missed anything or if you just want to watch again, we will be uploading everything to our channels shortly, and we'll be back with Night City Wire episode 5 soon. No, actually, there is one more thing we're going to show you. Welcome to the diner.
Alright, new CGI trailer.
So what do you want? Supercar? Big house? You want to rule this city? Well, you ain't getting anywhere without an upgrade. You need a softer touch, stronger spine, because taking over Night City ain't gonna be easy.
I'm in. Cyberpunk 2077. Available November 19th.
Really nice. Alright, I guess, yep. That is all for this stream. Let me see. Alright, I don't think there is anything else here. Thank you guys so much for all that. I had a lot more views than I was hoping for, so thank you for that if you're still with me through the whole thing. I will go straight to those videos and start working on upcoming videos. I'm gonna do breakdown for cars, breakdowns for the fashion. I'm still working on two really big projects. One is I'm gonna re-estimate the size of Night City again, and I'm gonna estimate the size of those mega buildings. So those two really big projects will come out eventually. But right now, trailer review, frame by frame analysis. I'm meeting up with Mr. G later tonight so we can do some funny recordings about the trailers. And I don't know, that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And I see you next